All right, today we're jumping into the powerful story of Cole Matthews from the novel Touching Spirit Bear. We're going to look at those key moments when a violent, angry teenager is really forced to look in the mirror and start that long, tough journey toward changing who he is. So let's get right into it. So, where we pick up the story isn't on some remote island. Not yet. It's in a super tense meeting room. Cole has survived the bear attack. He's back, and now the Circle Justice has to figure out what to do with him. And you can just feel the tension in the air. It's a mix of doubt, a little bit of hope, and a whole lot of anger. So Cole gets the feather right, and that means it's his turn to talk. And what he says is just simple, raw, and honest. He basically admits that his first trip to the island, it was a total sham. It was never about healing, it was just about staying out of jail. He was running on nothing but pure anger. And that's his starting point, admitting exactly where his head was at. But of course, not everyone is buying it. And what's so fascinating here is how you've got these totally different viewpoints clashing. On one side, you have his mom and his parole officer, Garvey, who are saying, hey, we're seeing little flickers of change here. But on the other side, you've got Peter's lawyer, and she is having none of it. To her, Cole is just a liar, a manipulator, and she thinks his story about a white bear is just ridiculous. So to try and get everyone to understand what's going on with Cole, let's sling it elder, Edwin does this brilliant physical demonstration. First, he has Cole push against him. They're locked in a stalemate, showing how when you just resist and push back, you stay stuck on that same bad path. But then, Edwin suddenly shoves Cole from the side. Cole goes flying, and that shove, that's the bear attack. It's this powerful way of showing how a real, traumatic event can completely knock you off your path and force a change that stubbornness never will. And you'd think it's a long shot, but the circle actually agrees. Cole can go back to the island. But Edwin makes one thing crystal clear. This isn't a free ride. This time, Cole has to pay for the whole thing himself. The consequences are now tied directly to his own skin in the game. And with that, we shift gears completely. We leave that stuffy meeting room and head back to the stark, wild coast of Southeast Alaska. Only this time, it's not a punishment. It's supposed to be an opportunity. But it's an opportunity that starts with a pretty heavy price tag. And here's the kicker. This isn't his parents' money footing the bill. To pay for all his supplies, Cole has to sell everything he owns. All the stuff he used to think was so important. His dirt bike, his snowmobile, all of it, he is literally selling his old life to pay for a shot at a new one. So when they get to the island, Garvey uses a simple meal to teach a huge lesson. Cole, he just cooks his hot dog fast and wolfs it down. It's just fuel, right? But Garvey, he treats it like an event. He takes his time, he cooks it perfectly, he's got all the toppings, and he turns a simple meal into a celebration with friends. And this is where Garvey hits him with this amazing piece of wisdom. Life is what you make of it. You can just rush through it to get it done, or you can find ways to share it, to celebrate it, to give it meaning. Cole's hot dog was about survival, Garvey's was a party. The choice is everything. Now with Garvey and Edwin there to help him get started, Cole's new life begins. And it doesn't start with some big emotional confession. It starts with just pure, hard physical work. He has to build his own shelter, literally build his new reality from the ground up. And as he's working, he gets this reminder that he's not alone out there. He looks up and sees a single wolf on the far shore, just watching him. It's this silent, powerful presence, a reminder of the wild world he's now a part of. And then you get the breakthrough. After days of just working and thinking, Cole walks up to Edwin and Garvey. He apologizes for his crappy attitude and then says the most important thing he's said so far. He realizes he has to stop blaming everyone else for his anger. This is it. This is the moment he finally takes ownership. And you can see that realization just lights a fire under him. He works like crazy and finishes the cabin himself. He even makes a cool door handle out of a deer antler he finds. And when he steps back and looks at it, he is just glowing with pride. For maybe the first time in his life, he's actually created something instead of destroying it. Later that night, Edwin shows him something new, another tool for healing, ceremonial dances. The idea is, around the fire, you use your body to tell the stories and express the feelings that words just can't handle. But before they even start, Edwin asks him this really direct question. Did you see the spirit bear today? And Cole, with no hesitation, just nods. He tells the truth. He knows they might not believe him, and for the first time,
He realizes it doesn't matter. He's done with lying.
So the dances begin, and each one tells a different story. Cole goes first, and he relives the absolute terror of the bear attack. Then Edwin does a dance of friendship, a way of showing Cole that he trusts him now. And then Garvey gets up and does this totally goofy, joyful dance, teaching Cole a huge lesson. Healing isn't always grim and serious. Sometimes it's about celebration. The next morning, it's time. Garvey and Edwin have done what they can for now. They've helped him build a shelter, they've given him some tools for healing, and now they have to leave. Cole has to face this on his own. But before they go, Garvey gives him one last gift, a hunting knife. And he explains what it means. A knife is like life. In the past, Cole would have used it to destroy something. But now, he has the power to use it to carve, to create, to heal. The choice, as always, is his. And then, just like that, he's alone. He stands on the beach and just watches that boat get smaller and smaller until it's gone. But this time is different. There's no rage, no escape plan. Yeah, there's fear, but there's also acceptance. He's on his own, and he's ready. So that's where we leave him. And it really brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? The island gave him a new perspective, and his mentors gave him the tools, but the real work starts right now. Cole Matthews is all alone with his past, his anger, and a knife. What he chooses to do with them, well, that's going to define everything.